have missed. On the right is Darius Slay, Eagles player. On the left, Micah Parsons, Cowboys player. Why in the world are they smiling, doing a podcast together during the season? Y'all, this is not an old clip. This is not old tape. Darius Slay got a lot of heat for it. And listen to his response.
I know it's real beef with the organizations and the fan base. I'm with y'all, man. I want to whip the Cowboys' ass every time. But I do have an outside life in football. And I know how y'all get, man, fans. But Philly fans, please, just trust your boy. I'm here with y'all. We are one. And what we can't have is dividing. If I'm playing bad, tag me, please. You know what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable way before you hold myself accountable.
Shady, you the Eagles' all-time leading rusher. You know about the Eagles better than all of us. I played for the Eagles, Chase played for the Eagles, but you legend there, sir. Legend. Do you have an issue with Darius Slay's response to the critics?
I do, right? Because I like Slay. And I guess if you don't know him, he's the type of dude who's always upbeat, smile on his face. I mean, the Falcons, I think it was London, Drake London scored a touchdown on him, right, the end of the game, and he said, hey, bro, good route. He's just a good guy, you know what I mean? But I do think that, like, you don't have to state no apology. Like, you can have a career outside of playing football. I just think that he's got to do a better job of, like, playing the game. When I say playing the game, just knowing the Eagle fans are really crazy with the Cowboys, and they don't want to see that type stuff during the season. So maybe, I don't know about doing the podcast with him during the season, but maybe after the season. That's stuff, that's minor stuff that he could fix. But as far as stating an apology, like, Slay's one of our best players. He's a good dude, and he competes at a high level, right? He's been in Philadelphia for a long time. He knows that. I don't think he needed to necessarily make a statement about saying sorry.
I'm with you, man. I don't think Slay needed to apologize. If Slay wanted to apologize with your play.
Right.
Like, let's remind the world who Darius Slay actually is. 6-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, and if we're being honest, he's the best cornerback the Philadelphia Eagles have had in probably the last 15 years. Better than any cornerback the Eagles have had since I was there in 2013, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Shady, correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it's Asante Samuels.
Oh, I'm saying 2013. Say what?
Not
the past.
Asante left. He left right here. But Slay's up there for sure.
To that point, Slay is one of the best Eagles cornerbacks since the turn of the century. Obviously, Shady knows Eagles history better than I do, but since I was there, so that's at least 11 years now. Darius Slay is one of those ones. Highly competitive on the field. Darius Slay is an elite talent on the field. Darius Slay is an elite leader, but leadership looks different. When I was in Philly, Shady's leadership and Trent Cole's leadership and Nick Foles' leadership all look drastically different. I would suggest they were all leaders, but it looked drastically different. Brandon Graham's leadership looked different. So when I'm thinking about Darius Slay, like, he didn't need to apologize. Slay, just apologize with your play, big dog. At the end of the day, that's all Eagles fans care about anyway.
Yeah, look, he should know better because it's Philly. The one season I was there 7 months. It's just that the media is a different animal. Like even if you're a superstar player, like Andy Reid got ran out of town. Like let's just be real. You said apologize, not to the critics, but with his play on the field. But it hasn't been that good this year.
That's why change it.
You know, but like QBs have the 5th best passer rating when targeting Darius Slay. Quarterbacks have 122.5 passer rating. So I don't necessarily think he needs to do it with his play. His play needs to get better, right? He needs to do it with his teammates. He needs to get right with his teammates. Like, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that you have to go out and you feel the need because Darius, I don't know him. But both you guys do. He's a good guy. He seems like a good guy. He's like a guy I want to hang out.
Great dude.
So I don't feel the need. Like, you said something, you did something, drop it. There's going to be trolls on the internet. There's going to be people out there that are just pissed that they're not in the position you are. There's going to be people out there that will get caught up in opinions, and you got to realize what's fact. Yeah, you might have done something you regret. If you regret it, don't put it back out there because us are going to be responding to his apology. Like just squash it. Right. So that's my thing is like, dude, you don't have to apologize to anyone. You did what you did. If anything, make it right with your teammates. Go out there, ball out. Like, you don't, I just think it's ridiculous that this day and age, you got to respond to an apology. You know what I mean? Like, it don't make any sense to me.
Especially online. I mean, I'm the worst at it. Social media, that's not even real to me. But I will say this, though. If I was in the locker room with him, or let's just take it back to DeMarcus Ware, was really, really good. He was a headache for the Eagles. And let's say him and Jeremy Maclin did a podcast, right? The next day, I'm like, yo, bro, like, da-da-da. But it'd be all joking, right? You know what I mean? But as boys, we gonna have a joke with you, and then that's gonna be it. Like, you don't have to address the social.
It's back in the news cycle again because of his response.
And my thing is know who you are, dog. Like, I'm up here talking on TV, and I talk to my teammates the same way. Bro, you was weak last week, bro. Straight up. So when I get up here on TV and I say, man, Tay played weak, he texts me like, bro, you a fool, because that's who I was. They know how you are, Darius Slay, in the locker room. They know how you are. There's no need to respond to try to protect yourself. Man, forget these people, all right? Quit worrying about the social media and what everybody's saying, man. Forget these people. I competed against bruh. Lined up, he looking at me just like this in his press coverage, man to man. He's a competitor. Y'all been watching him for a long time in Philadelphia. Nice. He is a competitor, but you gotta stop. And this go for all the young boys. Quit worrying about what people saying, bruh. Quit worrying about the social media. Do your job. Be the teammate that you're supposed to be, and quit worrying about anybody out here talking about you, because it don't matter, because you know who you are.
Let me elaborate on something, because Chase, you said something. We all played in the league. We played across, I think, 18 different coaches, 12 different locker rooms, so we had a variety of experience. I don't think his teammates care that much. Because if I was one of his teammates I played in Philly, and I know several of his teammates from playing in Philly, Shade, you know several of them as well, they don't care that much.
Nope, never
do. The fans care way more than the players do. Brandon Graham probably got no issue with it. He wouldn't have done it, but he ain't got no, exactly right. He ain't got no issue.
But you don't think there's no small little guilty conscience?
From Slay?
No, I'm just, yeah.
Well, look at what CJ Gardner-Johnson put on Instagram. He was like, dang.
So, because I'm thinking, like,
you know what I mean? So they do have a little bit of an issue.
I think if I was in that situation, right, the Eagles, and we ain't really like the Cowboys, but we cool with some of the guys, and maybe like one of my, like Peters or Deshaun Jackson did something with like a Dez or Tony Romo, right? I won't really care, but I'm like, yo, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, not, because we don't really care, because you my man, I know you gonna compete. Slay gonna compete. But it's still, even if I would do it, I would still, like, feel weird, like, what up, DeMarcus Ware? What's poppin'? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just a little weirdness side to it, but I don't think it's nothing wrong within the locker room with his teammates.
To me, you hit the nail on the head. Who is the person we talking about?
Come on, man.
Like, Slay a competitor.
And
a high competitor, and he plays at a high level. I think the reason we care, one, it's a bad look, and two, because he's not playing well right now. Like, you said, Slay compete. If Shady did this, and again, make me the practice squad linebacker, the active linebacker. If I saw Shady do a podcast with making an offensive player with Dez, I would have just been like, that was kind of weird, but it's Shady. Shady gonna get busy on Sunday either way. Yeah. Podcast ain't gonna stop Shady from going for $120 and 2 tugs. So I just been like,
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it though. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a weird feeling, right? Because now I'm going to meetings and like, Coach, like,
you're really aware of it though. I don't know if
Andy Reid. This is what I will say. Andy ain't gonna have a crazy big deal with it, right? Because he's not into like distractions, but he gonna definitely like make a joke about it.
He gonna say something to you.
You got ego in your helmet, or you got to start. What's going on? That's how it is, right? It'll be just like that.
It'll be 20 seconds max. And
but
like,
even if
think about it,
even if you did do it, you don't owe these people.
Oh, you know I'm not.
That's all I'm saying. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
That's well said. Well, look, when we return.
What are we talking about?
Let me see what.
Oh, it's there. Crazy work.
After the loss to the Broncos on Sunday, Aaron Rodgers appeared to throw shade back at the head coach after those initial comments saying, look, we already know how to practice with cadence. Saleh responded. Take a listen.
We're always going to push the envelope with cadence, always. But with regards to operation, getting in and out of the huddle, getting to the line of scrimmage, the communication that's being had, those are all things that we can continue to look at and clean up. But from a cadence standpoint, that's part of what makes us who we are, and we're going to continue to always push the envelope on that.
Stop.
He had a smirk on his face the whole time, too.
Stop getting punked. Stop getting punked, Robert Saleh. I'm going to put it to y'all like this.
I don't view it like that.
If you a head coach, act like it. If you are the head coach, be the head coach. Aaron Rodgers is being the quarterback, and he being the head coach. James, Shady, Chase, I have a huge issue with this. I will continue to elaborate on why momentarily, but I can't stand.
No. With the start like that, go ahead and elaborate now.
Let me elaborate on it, big dog. I'll elaborate on it in the story form. I'm elaborate on it in the story form. A husband and a wife. Yeah. They're driving around a hill. They're driving around a hill.
They're happily married, though.
Happily married.
Who's driving?
Who's driving?
Husband is driving.
Okay.
They're driving around the hill, but it's dark and it's a windy road. They take a turn. Unfortunately, the car rolls over the hill.
Oh.
Husband gets out the car. He looks at the wife. The wife is fighting for her life.
Okay.
Gasping for her life. Husband, he's frantic. He's frantic. He looks at a distance and he sees doctor's office. Oh, thank God. He runs to the doctor's office. knocks on the doctor's door. The doctor opens up. He says, "Sir, my wife is fighting for her life. Can you please come save her?" The doctor looks at him and says, "Oh, I don't operate anymore." The husband looks at the